This is objectively the only tier list One Piece is in F tier. And Full Metal. Before we begin, I just wanna let everyone know that the plural of elf is elves.
Elves.
Thank you very much. You can now proceed to the video. I wanna start with all the animes that doesn't have elves in it. Since I got One Piece, I'm gonna get Naruto over there. There's ninjas, there's velociraptors or something. No elf. F tier. Since we got two, let's get the big three there. Bleach, F tier. I'm pretty sure there's no elves in there. Since we're talking about Bleach, let's get an anime that was inspired by Bleach. Jujutsu Kaisen. They kill curses, but not elves. So F tier. Speaking of killing, we got Demon Slayer. They kill demons, not elf. F tier. Another similar to Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan. Titans, not elves. Also F tier. Then we had Black Clover. I'm pretty sure there's no elf in there, right? Wait a second. It does have elves. But I don't know, I haven't seen no one speak about that, so D tier? Speaking of fake elves, we got Sao. You know, in season 2, they get in the fairy thing and there is elf ears, but those are some fake elves and we don't like those. D tier. And for more animes that doesn't have elf, we got My Hero Academia. They got crazy powers, but no elf inside. F tier. Now more of a recent one, Solo Leveling. There are a ton of monsters, but no elf. Pretty sure. F tier.
I'm gonna change it to Erect.
Another recent one that's literally still airing right now is Kaiju 8. It may have Imagine Dragons in the opening, but dragons, not elves, so F tier it goes. And another one that is also airing right now is Chilling in Another World with a level 2 super cheat code. Yeah, at least it's funny. But no elves, so F tier I guess. And then another one that I'm not sure about is I wanted to put Fate and Tsukihime, but I'm just gonna put Carnival Phantasm because both are in there, so there's no elves in Fate, I think. There's no elves in Tsukihime, I think. There is these two girls, there is Caster in Fate, she has pointy ears, and there is Len in Tsukihime, she has pointy ears. There's literally a frame with both of them together, but they are not elves, they just have the pointy ears, so yeah, F tier I guess. And another recent one is My Grandpa and Grandma Become Young Again or something. Pretty wholesome, but you know, no elves, so we don't rank that. F tier. Unnamed Memories needs to go in F tier because it's a bad adaptation as everyone says, so F to that. No elf, F tier. Now, we're starting with the real elves animes, or mangas like Berserk. This is kind of a weird one, because, you know, Pac is an elf, kind of, but a fairy, whatever, but then no spoilers, but way deep on the series you get a lot more elf, but as you can see in this Excel with all the Berserk chapters, the ratio of elf and no elf is pretty hard, so it will have to go to the bottom of C, I think, just because it's a masterpiece, but not too many elf until chapter 200 something. If you know, you know. Now School Night. Skeleton Knight, yep. A pretty standard isekai, honestly, nothing much, but the co protagonist is this elf right here. She shows up on like at episode 2, so that's pretty good. I just wanna say that I watched this anime dub and it was pretty good, honestly. And I remember that the main character name is Ark because of this.
Guess who? Yep, it's Ark. Just living a low-key and conspicuous life. Hi there, it's me, Ark.
And you may wonder, what did I watch in dub? Because I was playing Minecraft and it was right there in the corner while playing. So I didn't want to read the subtitles, so I just played the dub. And why am I showing my Minecraft world here? I don't know really, I just think this map is pretty cool, and also Ah yeah, the tier list. Okay, let's go back. So, a Skeleton Knight. It wasn't the best. It was a generic isekai, but the elf girl was pretty good. She showed up pretty soon. And I don't know why, but the 3D of the anime was pretty good. I know the ending was kind of good. So I think it will be on top of B. Now we got Mushoku Tensei 2. I didn't actually watch Mushoku Tensei, but I know all the controversies in there. There are some people that like it, others that don't, for many different reasons. The only thing that I know is that in season 2, this is the main girl, and that's an elf. A white-haired girl elf, so that's pretty cool, and we all know what happens to her, because everyone spoils that. The only problem is that I know that the main girl of the season 1 is this girl, so the elf girl is not the main one for a while, so that's less points. So I don't know, I will get it with Berserk up. I will get it on top of Berserk, I think. Just because I know the elf girl does a lot in season 2. Talking about one that is similar to Berserk, Goblin Slayer. The only thing that matters is High Elf Archer. We see some elf, I think, but High Elf Archer is the main one that is from the party. She shows up like in, I don't remember, but pretty soon, like chapter 4 or something, if I remember correctly. She's always around, and she also has this meme. So that's extra points, I guess. Also, if you don't know, that elf in season 1 that literally has one line is Arkwade. With that all said, I think it goes in B. The only thing that makes a Skeleton Knight over Goblin Slayer is the fact that I didn't mention, but Shield Hero Raftalia may be cute, but there is no elf in there, so F tier also. I almost forgot about it. Back to more elf. We got a restaurant to another world. This one is pretty chill. There's not much in it, but there's a few elves in there. Sadly, the main girl is a demon girl, not the elf one, and the black hair one is like a dragon, but elf. So that's cool, I guess. And I don't know. I think in the middle of C or something, there's some pretty good elves in there. So. And speaking of another world, we got reincarnated as a sword. I was pretty sure this was gonna be pretty bad, but it was decent. It was okay. The main girl is a black cat girl, so not an elf. That minus points right there. But there's 2 elves. Guildmaster, one of the first dude elves that does something. At least he was funny. There is this one. Sadly, she's like a lolicon, whatever joke, blah blah blah. But at least she got one good scene at the end, and she does something at least. So that was okay. But I will put it under Berserk. We are getting thrown to the top of the top. Let's start with Re:Zero. And there is only one problem with Re:Zero. We know there is Emilia, right? But season 1 is all about one character, and that's not Emilia. Emilia may show up in the first chapters, but we all know who is the main girl in season 1. But still, I know she does a lot in season 2 and season 3, so I'm gonna give it a good place, and it's gonna be A tier. Now, this is actually the top of the top, best of the best, at least right now, and you're free to comment any other ones that you think are better than these ones. Let's start with a funny one, Dungeon Meshi.
Dungeon Meshi. Dungeon Meshi.
Or delicious in dungeon, as some people say. We got our main party, and since the beginning we got Marcel. We got our elf right there. She's always there. She got a lot of magic, a lot of stuff, and she's pretty solid. She's pretty nice. Remember, Dungeon Meshi is a chill anime about cooking. But then, all in all, super good. Marcel is always there since chapter 1, and we know Falin and Marcel. Yep, okay, S tier. Speaking of ships, we got the best ship out there. Just listen to this title alone and you will know why. An Archdemon's Dilemma. How to love your elf wife. I don't need to say anymore. S tier. I don't need to say anymore, but you know, she's cute. She got this, and this, and this scene, and this one, and this other one, and it's super sweet, and it's super wholesome, and they're basically a family, so what can I say? I'm a simple man. S tier. This one goes on top just because they focus a lot more on Nefi, because she's literally the co-protagonist. Marcel is like the protagonist with the other people in the party. It was obvious from the beginning what the top one was gonna be. A simple one, a new one. It was pretty obvious who was gonna win everything. Yep. Only thing I can say is I think I made my point clear. I rest my case, and have a good day. I wanna thank you to the sponsor of this video, Jack Marsoak, pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, for the $2. Now I'm one step closer to becoming Mr. Beast.